Hey there, aviation enthusiasts. Today, we're kicking off a thrilling discussion about a terrifying mishap that took place at Brisbane Airport involving a Virgin Australia Boeing 737. So, buckle up as we uncover how a simple distraction led to a near disaster at a runway. Can you imagine cruising along the runway at a whopping 100 knots and suddenly realizing you're headed towards traffic cones? That's the shocking reality for the flight crew during this incident. Picture this, a busy cockpit with two pilots juggling multiple tasks. That's where it gets risky. Distractions can happen. According to reports, the crew misinterpreted vital information and didn't realize how short the runway really was until they spotted those pesky traffic cones. And at 100 knots, hitting the brakes is just not an option. This incident highlights the critical need for continuous focus during takeoff. As the aircraft sped down the runway, they were supposed to take off from runway 19L. But what they didn't know was that part of this runway was partially closed for repairs. Can you believe that while they thought they had plenty of space, they were actually barreling toward closed sections? It's like driving full speed on a highway and suddenly realizing that the road is closed ahead. It would definitely raise your heart rate. Meanwhile, in the air traffic control tower, they noticed something seemed off. One controller actually questioned the takeoff timing, but then watched in shock as the aircraft zoomed past the cones marking the closed area. This raises another important point. Communication is vital in aviation. When something doesn't look right, it's essential to speak up. Amazingly, the crew believed that they could easily take off before hitting the cones. Talk about a risky assumption. According to the Australian Transport Safety Bureau, the crew had exceeded 80 knots when they made the decision to continue taking off, thinking they had enough space. But, as we all know, sometimes overconfidence can lead you dangerously astray. Now, let's talk about the importance of NOTAMs, Notice to Airmen. It's a fancy way of saying that pilots need to stay updated about changes affecting flights. In this case, there was a dispatcher's note about a displaced threshold. Sadly, the crew dismissed this information thinking it didn't apply to their specific run. But that's a misinterpretation that could cost lives. Every detail counts in aviation. When the flight crew arrived, they didn't see any ongoing work or signs of danger during their approach or landing. This also adds to the complexity of why such incidents might occur. If pilots don't see physical evidence, they might let their guard down. It's a reminder that being vigilant is critical, no matter what you see or don't see on the ground. And it begs the question, how often do these kinds of runway excursions happen? Statistically speaking, runway incursions and excursions have been on the rise. In fact, according to recent aviation safety data, these incidents can lead to accidents if not addressed quickly. That means we all need to advocate for improved training and awareness among flight crews. Think about the passengers too. 169 souls were on board that flight, and their lives were in the hands of those pilots. It's easy to overlook their experience in these high-pressure situations. We need to ensure that airline safety is always prioritized. Would you feel safe on an airline that just fired off a takeoff without knowing the runway conditions? Probably not. After this shocking incident, Virgin Australia made a commitment to implement new measures to enhance awareness of runway configurations. This includes updates in how they communicate runway changes to their teams. It just goes to show that even in the face of adversity, we can learn and evolve to keep flying safer. Executives in the airline industry are engaging in rejuvenating conversations. They're looking to push the envelope when it comes to aviation safety. Increased training, clearer communication, and staying alert to newer procedures are all crucial. As passengers, we should feel empowered to ask questions about safety protocols and decisions being made on our flights. Sharing knowledge is one of the most powerful tools we have in ensuring safety in aviation. We want this channel to be a place where we can discuss, learn, and grow together. So please, don't hold back. These incidents serve as powerful reminders of the responsibilities that come with aviation. Every one of these stories teaches us the importance of staying alert, being well-trained thanks to protocols. It resonates loud and clear. Safety is not just a set of guidelines but a culture that we need to live by. As we wrap up this video, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to all of you who are part of this amazing community. Your engagement inspires me to strive for quality and to build a space where we can all feel comfortable sharing our thoughts and experiences on aviation. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's keep the conversation going. You matter, and your thoughts matter. Before you go, let's quickly recap what we learned today. From the importance of staying focused in the cockpit, interpreting NOTAM correctly, and the responsibility airlines hold in ensuring passenger safety. Each piece of information is crucial to avoiding runway incidents like the one we discussed today. Safety in the skies isn't just a priority, it's a commitment. Remember, every takeoff and landing is a significant moment in aviation. When we learn from past incidents, we become better navigators in the sky. If you enjoyed this content and are passionate about aviation like I am, hit that subscribe button. Join our growing community as we explore the skies together, and until next time, fly safe.